Alright, time to change this problem statement into a human algorithm. I simply copy from the bottom up through our constants. Okay, we don't need these top three because they're not part of our actual lines of instruction. Okay, we'll copy those. And then we'll go to a new notepad and paste them in. And then we simply start to number. Now, I have another recommendation. Copying from the flowchart to our code is difficult and time consuming. So one thing we might want to do is start making this programming friendly, and that is remove the spaces and use our camel notation here so we can copy from here rather than copying from our flowchart. So as we remember that camel notation is capitals on the second and third, fourth, whatever line, character. So we have outside cat, we don't need the Z. Right? And then the third one is our inside dog. Right? And then the fourth one is our outside dog. Rate. Okay, so we have our first steps in there. Then we have our fifth step. And our fifth step is our input. And we want to input our animal years. And again, I'm going to use the camel notation on that. Oops, so capital Y, animal years. And now we have made a couple of errors, so now we want to go ahead and fix those. One is that we have a place in memory called animal that we haven't done anything with, and we should have quotes around cat. So where are we going to get the animal from? And that is going to be input also. So number 6 is going to have to be input animal, and then we'll put in there that we want them to put in either cat or dog. Okay, so we have the animal years, and then we also want to have another thing, and that is we want to input living, and that is inside outside. And that allows us to be able to you do these decisions, either animal or living. Okay, and now we're ready to go ahead and move on to our calculations. Okay, and we don't bother numbering that. And number 8, we're going to make a decision that if that is true, and then number 9, we're going to do another decision, that the nested indecision. If that's true, then we're going to do number 10. Else does not have a number because it's the other side of a diamond, or the decision. Okay, but we're going to do number 11. And then again, else isn't numbered, so this is 12. And this is 13. And then, of course, this doesn't have a number. So this is 14. And then 15. And then 16 is our output. And we're going to output the human years. So we have 16 different steps. We also want to make sure that our places in memory are good, so that we don't use capital letters here or here. And okay, we're using living, and then year rate, and then living, and year rate. So what we want to do is we want to get rid of these spaces, so it's year rate. And we want going to do the same thing we did up here, and that is remove the spaces. And we'll see how that saves us time later on, because we'll actually, once we know that our flowchart's working, we are going to actually create our human algorithm, our flowchart from our human algorithm. Okay, and then we have inside dog rate and outside dog rate. Okay, and then we want to do animal years. All right, just like we have up here. And then we want to use the year rate the same as we have right here. So everything has to match up. And we want to do human and years, and then human years. That might seem like awful lot of work, but we're going to see later when we do our flow chart. We're going to copy and paste from here right into the flow chart, and then copy and paste from here again into our code once the flow chart works. Flow chart doesn't work, then we will come back to this and fix it, and then we'll create our flow chart from that. Okay.